afternoon, guys. It's not morning. Good afternoon, guys. How y'all doing? This is Daryl Lee's Lawn Care Services. How y'all doing on this beautiful Saturday? It's supposed to be raining today. And I just took a chance and came out, and I was able to get 6 yards done before the rain came down. And so my day is pretty much done. Son's out. He's out cutting. He's got his yards to mow, so he's mowing them today. And yeah, we just keep it moving, man. We keep it moving. Just glad I was able to get something done, you know, because sometimes when it rains and all, we don't get that opportunity to do anything, you know, or be like me, go hang in the stores and just make some videos of some of them stores, see what's going on with those guys. But yeah, guys, everything's great. Hope you guys are having a great day, you know, or hopefully you're not getting any rain. Usually we try to be off on a weekend. I typically work on a Saturday though, because I have my commercial accounts to do. So typically I do those, and Sundays I try my best to take off. Gotta spend family time, guys. That's very important. We make a lot of money out here in these streets. You know, we do a lot of different things out here in these streets, and at least the least that we could do is dedicate ourselves to our family and spending time with them at least a day or two out of the week, you know. So that's how I look at it, guys. Dedicate some time to the family. You know, that's important. That's why you do it. What you do it for, you know. You do this to, you know, some guys are ambitious to make money and do other things. You know, I get it, but I'm out here. I enjoy this work, but I make time for my family. You know, that's what my wife said. That's the most important thing, which it is the most important thing. So you can see that skyline. You see that all that back there is just a mess, man. I'm actually driving home because I've already finished up for today. But that skyline that's behind me, that's coming this way. That's what I drove away from. That was in that was a mess, and that's coming. So I'm a little ahead of it right now, but I was in it not too long ago. So guys, what I wanted to talk to you about, my son went out, did a property, a new property, and I'll be the first to tell you guys, when you do new properties, you have to be extra special on those properties. I'll tell you why, because the customers, they have a certain type of expectation, and they're looking for any little thing because they're new and they're spending money on something that they don't typically spend money on. It's because they don't typically pay a grass cutter all the time to come in and do the work. Because this particular guy, he was cutting his own grass, and he had his garage open. Say that. Had his garage open while we were working on a property, because I did the eval. It was one of those days when I told you guys I was doing estimates on a rainy day. His house was one of them. He's the owner of a roofing company and a fabrication company, and also he has rental properties. So the rental properties are what we're going to be picking up. Oh, and I got that contract too. I got the contract for the other properties, and there's one big huge job out of it that I'm gonna have to wind up doing. And I mean, I'm gonna get a video of that. And I want you guys to give me some ideas on what I should charge to even tackle this headache that I see coming. So I'm gonna do a video on that one when I get back over there to check it out. It's horrible. You know, I couldn't even give her a price. It was so bad. It was like, what would you charge me? I'm still looking at it like, do you get that face like, man, this ain't been cut in years. And y'all, I know you guys ain't expecting me to perform the miracles over here, because it's just not gonna happen. Not in this particular spot. Yeah, so it's like that. It's like that. You know, I'm gonna get some video on that, and I'm gonna save that for another video. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about, my son, he cut a new property, and you know, when we cut a new property, we detail it up really, really nice. You know, because you have to cut edges in and all that. You know, with your edger and all that, because the yard's not shaped like we like it, you know, like we were accustomed to having it. And so he cut it, and it came out great, you know. But he missed two things, and two of the things wasn't his fault. One thing was they sent me the pictures. They said, "Oh, your son missed these things. You know, can he come back and take care of them?" So I looked at those things and I said, "Sure." You know, I'll send him back over there to do that. So when I took a closer look at the pictures, one of the pictures, they had like a palm tree. It was a palm tree picture, and it had a base around the palm tree. Okay, and inside that base they had some weeds. And so their expectation was that he was supposed to pull those weeds, but he's not. That's an additional service. We don't pull weeds unless it's extra, you know, when we do that. So he weeded around the base of it, but he didn't. There was a border around the palm tree, okay? We don't go inside that border. There was mulch inside that border, and there was weeds inside that border. We don't go inside that border unless it is, that's been put into the price for us to sit there, because it takes time to do that, to weed that stuff out. And so that was one of the things that they sent the picture of. I'm like, huh? And then another thing was a branch that had fell off a tree, and it had went up against the house, and it hit a spot that where he missed weed eating up against the house. So that was pretty much what that was. And so if you're weed eating and you're just going through the motions, you really don't pay attention to that type of stuff. So he clearly missed that, you know, up against the house where the branch was. So I talked to him about it, and I showed him, I said, "Look, son," I said, "it's fine." I said, I had one customer that I used to have years ago. I still have this customer. I almost dropped this customer, but this customer was an Asian customer, and she's a wonderful customer. And I almost dropped her because they used to watch me every day. Every time I come there to cut the grass, they stand outside, and I hate that, you know, because I feel like I don't like being stood over like that. You know, I worked for a company for a while, you know, and my job was to stand over people, but I never did it because I knew how uncomfortable it made people felt. So I didn't do that, you know. That was just not my thing. But yeah, man, they got him on two things. You know, they dinged him on two things, and that was fine. He went back over there and he pulled the weeds, and we took the pictures, and we weeded up against the house, and we took the pictures and we sent it to him, and done deal, you know. And it still took them till 8, 9 o'clock last night before they finally sent the Venmo back to me, you know. So, and I told him, I said, you know, a little criticism is not bad, you know, because then when you know next time when you go there, you know exactly what you have to do to make sure you take care of the customer. I said, and then if everything else must have been on point, I said, because how they noticed those two things, they had to go looking for them. Now, when somebody has to go looking for something, then you know you've done your job. You know, they got to go like really start looking for stuff. So those things, you know, we went and took care of it, and we took care of the customer, no big deal. He went back over there, took care of it, and I told him, I said, look, I said, it's just part of the business. I said, we don't worry about stuff like that. We just go ahead and we handle business and we keep it moving. That's what we do. We don't get caught up in the drama. We ain't got time for the drama. We got other things to do, you know. And if they don't like the service, they can find somebody else. We got other people waiting to get on the wait list. So you don't worry about that type of stuff. So yeah, guys, you know, when you get a little criticism, don't worry about it. Do the little extra what they're talking about, keep it moving. And if they're, like I said, if they go away, and it's probably a good thing, because there's one less headache that you have to worry about in these streets. Love you guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.